Salutations YouTube, Lord Gaffridge here. I'm just going to cut the bullshit and just go straight with the story. So, a man and a woman were on a date. It wasn't going very well, they just didn't connect, and he thought she didn't like him and she thought that he didn't like her. So the man, instead of cutting his losses, he says to her, hey, why don't we go on a date? Why don't we go on a hike up Provo Canyon? I'm an expert hiker, I've been up there multiple times when it's dark, and it's a new moon, so we'll have great visibility of our surroundings. At first she was hesitant, but after several minutes of coercion, she agreed, and they both went on this walk up Provo Canyon. And they were both excited, they both felt that they were finally getting somewhere. So they started walking up Provo Canyon. About halfway through the journey, the man gets an uneasy sense of dread that something bad was going to happen. But he wanted to impress her, so he shrugged it off. But he didn't know that she was also feeling that sense of dread. But she didn't want to turn back because she wanted to impress him. So they both shrugged it off, and then they both stopped when the man stood on something on the ground, something soft. He instantly had that sense of dread that something very, very bad was happening. And he kind of yanked her hand to get her to stop. And they both just stood there when they both heard rustling in the bushes beside them. They didn't say anything, they just looked at each other and they got the hell out of there. Several years later, that man and woman would be married. And they were flicking through the TV channels one day when they came across a programme, Interview with a Death Row Inmate. And the inmate was on death row for murder. The interviewer asked the murderer, is there ever a time where you almost got caught red-handed? He said, yes, just once. I lured a girl up to Provo Canyon and I had just killed her when I heard two people coming up the trail. Not knowing what to do, I jumped in the bushes and I looked on in confusion as the man just stood on the body and didn't say anything, and I was confused as they both turned around and walked away without saying anything. That man on death row was none other than America's most notorious serial killer, Ted Bundy, who was found guilty of murder, killed 36 women and did horrible things to their corpses, and was sentenced to the electric chair. So that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. If you like the story, it was inspired by MrBallen. Go check him out, I'll put his link in the description below. If you liked it, please press a like button. Comment if you want me to do this again, and comment your own stories or a suggestion for my next story. And yeah, please like, subscribe, and peace.